Hello, just welcome to this video about my lifetime pass. It's the 15th year since I won it in 2007. I'm just going to do a very brief, I'm not going to bore you with it, so don't worry about that, overview of how I won it. So back in 2007, you could win a lifetime pass. It was called Adrenaline Week. So they did Adrenaline Week at the beginning of the season and at the end of the season. And so this one was, I went Thursday. If I'd done it Friday, it would have been a lot busier. So the idea was the person that went on the most rides in the week, but they changed it to the day, won a lifetime pass for Alton Towers. So you got these scorecards. I'd already came down the day before and got these scorecards from Guest Services, which is where it is now, number 1 Tower Street, right at the top. And I'll put a clip in, just a clip in here for you of the scorecard. I've got a picture of that. Take a picture now for you. Well, you know the Dean editing thing. I'll put that in there for you. And so that's the picture of the scorecard. And then all the rides had stamps, and then they would stamp your card. They would stamp your card each time you rode the ride. Obviously, I'm filming this in 2022, May 2022, and obviously this goes against all ride protocols regarding re-rides. So there were some terms and conditions down on that thingy, saying you must have like a 10-minute break between each ride. You must enter the queue each time, blah, 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 So obviously I calculated how many you could actually get in rides, because I had 2 scorecards of them to fill. I basically filled one of them, but you had to ride certain rides, which I'm going to introduce now to you. Air! Now known as Galactica. Nemesis! Oblivion! Rita! Queen of Sweden, she used to be called back then. So each of them rides, I did 13 on each, which was 52 rides in a day, and then handed the scorecard in, and didn't think anything more of it until I just contacted them, and then they emailed me back saying I'd won, because they looked at all the scorecards, and then they emailed me back, Rachel, that used to work here, and So yeah, and so I won the pass. So then it was 2 swords at the time. So I thought I'd ask, because I had a 2 swords pass already, would Chessington or any other place be able to offer any discount? Because I'd already got lifetime pass to Alton Towers, any discount for a 2 swords pass. Let me just change you around so you get a different view. You go, yeah. Do you want the pink flowery bush? Not the mug, the pink flowery bush. So I contacted Chessington and they offered 50% off a 2 swords pass. I don't know how this wind's gonna go, but let's there you go. That's better. There you go. This it's not too bad, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So yeah. So I contacted Chessington. They offered 50%. Fed that back to Towers, and then they offered me a lifetime 2 swords pass for life. So obviously that was 2 swords. That was the last year for 2 swords, and then it became Merlin. So obviously I was a bit dubious, obviously, what's going to happen, because, it's all, changing to a different company. But it was an Alton Towers competition, nothing to do with Merlin, and nothing to do with 2 swords themselves. It was just an Alton Towers competition. So obviously then that became Merlin, and I just got a straightforward swap for a few years. Then obviously Merlin wanted to change their pass structure, which then became standard and premium. So I ended up getting a free standard lifetime pass, Merlin one, and then paying £50 to upgrade that to premium. And obviously, as people would know that come a lot and have got an annual pass, like a Merlin pass, nothing was changed with the Merlin pass for a long time. So it was a standard and premium, and only just, this side of COVID, at the end of COVID, they've changed them now. So you've got a Discovery Pass, recently introduced a Silver Pass. Then you've got the Gold Pass, which a Gold Pass is now for attractions, single attractions as well. And then you've got the Platinum Pass. So obviously, no idea what Alton Towers were going to do for me, you see, because also obviously every year staff change, they leave, they move departments, so it gets more and more complicated to say what have I won, you know, who to speak to, etc. And I mean, it took me four attempts to get what I've got this time, speak to four different people, all on email, you see. So yeah. So on that one, so at the moment I've been very grateful to be offered, you know, a £50 platinum pass now, which will be sorted in June. So it's only a few weeks to go to get that sorted. But I just thought I'd do that, and then I've already put the picture in for you on that, whether people are interested. But I just thought I'll give you a bit of overview of what that was. But I'll go and talk about it slightly bit more in another location for you, and but then obviously any questions you can comment, and I'll happily reply to you. So I'll just go through with you how I did the rides. So obviously ERT was still a thing then, and did Rita 13 times in about half an hour, in 30 minutes, and then went over to Oblivion, I believe, did that a few times, then went to Nemesis. Obviously that's harder because you're a bit of G-force, so you can't keep doing it really quick. Some people can, but yeah. And then obviously then Air, but Air took me a long time because it just seems to be really slow. Obviously now known as Galactica. So yeah. So if somebody asked me to do it now in a day, I think I'd struggle, you know, to do all them rides, 13 on each, in a day. But because it was so dead, I'd done it by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, but it was really quiet, like it is today. I mean, it's really quiet. So there's Wickerman's on 3 trains for some reason, but it's walk on. So on that note, hope you found this video entertaining, and that's basically how I won Lifetime Pass. It was just a very low-key competition that no one really knew about, and yeah, I had a go at it, filled this card out. I was going to do more, but I worked out with a 10-minute break you can only do so many rides, and if you do too many, I didn't want to be penalised, you see, because there was some terms, and like I say, it goes against, I don't think they'd ever do a competition like that, because it goes against their re-ride policy, because it makes them want to makes you want to re-ride more. So yeah, that's how I won my Lifetime Pass. Just came in as normal, rode Air, Nemesis, Rita and Oblivion 13 times, 52 times in a day ride wise, and then I won this competition. And then now I've got a Merlin Pass for life. Hope you've enjoyed this. Ta-ra! And that's it about my pass. So don't forget, you can buy single attraction passes now. That's the gold pass. So thanks to Alton Towers for everything over the years, and hopefully we can get my new one sorted in a few weeks. On that note, ta-ra! Hope you've enjoyed it.